Well, hello and welcome back. Much to my disappointment, we have not had any suggestions for a name of this city. So, I'm going to take it into my own hands to rename the city by the end of this episode. Some of you might notice some similarities between this city and the one that I am putting together on stream on my Twitch channel. If you haven't checked out my Twitch channel, consider this your invitation to do so. It's twitch.tv/BlueBellyGame. Now, we need to zone a ton, and I mean a ton, of office and commercial. And then, at some point, we need to be able to build the Cathedral of Plentitude. We need 30 different city service buildings. So, what that means is that, like here, we've of course got medical clinics, but we need a hospital. We already have cemeteries, but we'll need a crematorium. It also means that both types of firehouses, both types of police stations, all the different types of schools, even, so I've heard, some of these kinds of things. Alright? So, we have a lot of work to do, is what this all means. We have a lot of work to do. What are you upset about? Not enough customers. Well, I'm getting there, okay? Doing my best, y'all. We're actually going to get you some customers off of the highway, probably. Because it seems like this is just all sorts of jumbled up. All sorts of not quite working for us. So, we've got problems to solve. We got things to do. First thing first. Oh, interesting. I was just about to zone this office and say, let's get some offices in here. But I think if I bring this down and connect this up and give them another on-off situation here, that would help get some people to these buildings, I would think. But, what do I know? I'm just the guy with the game. Never said I was good at it. Just the guy that has it. Okay, now off of here, go there and there. Off of here, we will go something like this. Just a little bit off. Not bad. Hope everyone's doing well, whatever time of day it is for you. It's nearing the end of my day here, so I'm happy to be doing some gaming with this time. Glad to put together an episode for you. Should I? I mean, that will be zoned. That may not be. I'm not sure about that decision. But all right. I don't know how much sense that makes, but we did it. And we're going to do this too. Actually, we're not going to do that. My apologies. We are going to go like this. Well, they have really nice traffic there. I'm gonna have to think about that a little more. Our demand is terrible, but they're starting to get some offices in there. I will eventually make a little bit more of this into... Wow, why are people moving out of downtown? Why are there so many dead people? Got one clinic. Is that not enough? Only 29 patients. Could be an ambulance problem. They're probably getting stuck over here, trying to take care of these people. Oh, lovely. Water treatment and crematorium. Let's talk about water treatment. We're doing okay here, but I just started exploring with key walls not that long ago. Like, I learned what they are, and I dig it. Because, like, now goes there. Now I'll be able to put more along here. These, let's look at that stat. I think, now that I've got those two online, I assumed. There we go. Now that one should be online soon. And this should come up here. There we go. Alright. So I can do a few more of those along that key line. And this should fade away over time. My goodness. I love how this game looks when there's no rain in the sky. It's just nice and crisp. I mean, look at this. I'm a mouse wheel away from this level of detail. Just love it, man. Love it. Alright. I thought there would probably be fire and police issues over here if I didn't address it. Oh, every time you level up, you have to redo that. And the fire department, I guess I'll put beside the police station for now. Disconnected power grids, eh? Alright, I'll look into it. They need more supply. I don't think I'm gonna horse around with the key on that. Oh, is that gonna be a problem with the water? With the ground pollution? To keep an eye on. Yikesers. So this power line coming across here doesn't cut it? Is that my understanding correctly? I literally do not know how to fix this power issue. Do we need more power? If I extend this over there, will that help? Do you think? Let's run it along the highway. How about that? Does that help? So what you're saying is 40, 40, 40. It's 120. Plus whatever these little things make. Alright, fair enough. Isn't there a fire station up here? Isn't there a fire station up here? Alright, sorry the comms have been bad tonight because I'm just trying to put out fires, so to speak. Solving problems here. Okay, so we did get these office districts to fill in, which is good because that's jobs. We're not showing any problems. I think we want to zone this area as residential with offices, a little bit of commercial. Yeah. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. It might pay off, might not. Who knows? So offices. High density residential. High density residential. High density commercial in here, just a little bit. A little dab will do ya. And then more offices. Let's check our water. Bring this down. Across. This down. Very close. Okay. I should do that and those. So that should help with getting these things to seed in. Let's check our map. Do some timber industry down here. I'm not even close to tapping into all the petroleum down there, which would really help with, and look at all that ore by Metaltown. I could do so much more with both of those. But I'm limiting my downtown a little bit if I do that. I'm thinking, even though this is a nice square to fit in with what we have, I might actually go with this one Now that we've fixed our filth, hopefully this would be a nice thing to have with the river split. I think I'm going to do that. Plus it's got a railroad over here too, which we can bring in some type of industry. I think we're going to get this. This is like a variety city. I should change it to Varietas. It's a little bit of everything. I think another cargo hub right here would be cool. Maybe even further over this way. Do they have some of this? So this is marked for agriculture. Not a lot of this square is, this could be timber in through here. But I also want this to be downtown, right? Like some on this side and some down here. What is up with this dude? Something is, it's just not there for whatever reason. But my point is, we've got a lot of ore here. A lot more than we're taking advantage of. So, I believe I'm going to... I want that to stay on. Can that stay on while I do this? This and sort of like that. We will extend our reach of disaster, of destruction. And yes, I will give you water. Just chill out. Question: if I put a park over here, will it impact the quality of my industrial buildings? If I slap a cheeky little park here, cool. Will that make those industry buildings improve? I'm not seeing a bunch of little arrows, and that the park is like dead. It's desolate as soon as I did that. That's funny. I believe my experiment is complete. There's not a lot of demand, so we might not get much more up here, but you never know till you try. And actually, it could just be because speed was limited. Alright. We'll come back and check on that later. How is our... Okay. Can we get a status update on... two that we need to get here. This one, business, we're at 3,000, we need 20,000. Noted. An official We're at 4,000. We need 10,000. So it's squares of office zone built. So it can't just be zone. You can't just zone something. It has to actually have grown on it. So we are at 4,200. We're almost halfway on office. That gives us a good sense of scale here. I think we can absolutely do this with this area. We'll put the rest of this will be high density residential. So the high density residential will be down here. And a little bit of this. We've got small shops there, small shops here. Bigger, like, big, hopefully skyscrapers here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap this residential area around the lake. Maybe I'll let this be my reference line. Do hoity-toity, fancy residential neighborhood over here. Maybe not all of that, but a good bit of, maybe we'll do another block of office and commercial and wrap this, something along those lines. But this, we'll bring it all the way down to like here. Because I think, yeah, so the oil, we'll get this oil along through here, but we'll stop it somewhere like there. This will be zoned, and then all of this, pretty much. I'm not worried about putting in a ton more industry because we're going to have so many offices. But we probably are going to run into an issue with educated workers soon. Because office buildings need educated workers. So we should do that, and we have some traffic flow things we need to solve. But they don't even have a school over here yet. We'll give them a school there. We'll give them Lakeside High School and University main campus. Let's give them college there with, I want to give them I feel like these parking lots are perfect for the campus look, but they don't really fit as well as I'd like. We're gonna zone that in, and then we want to give them, I do this all the time. If you've ever seen one of my other builds, you've seen this, so sorry for the repetition. But I'll put it here. It doesn't really fit in the way that I want it to, but that's what we're going for. They're all upset about not having water. Like, dude, relax. We're getting to you. And then power. Is that even... I guess we'll zone these as office buildings. I don't really want to run separate power lines to them. This should just, people should move in. Should. Alright. Does this road need to be upgraded? Got a lot going on here. It's kind of hard to believe that this is functioning as well as it is, given how slapdash that was. But, alright. Oh boy. Okay, so sorry this episode ended up being so long. I gave them 2 universities. I'm a genius. I should probably just blow this up. I'm sorry, it's late, and I forgot that I had already done this in the city. Forgive me. Okay, if there's ever been a reason to stop, I think it's now. So, sorry for the inconsistencies here. I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. We're going to call this town Varietas, because it has a lot of variety. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I am going to try to not make the same mistake twice. Why won't it let me? Is it going to make me do a separate save? Sure, fine. Alright, everybody, thanks again. We'll catch you in the next episode.